Welcome back to News Now at Noon. Local families who are affected by Lennox-Gastro Syndrome, also known as LGS, will host a fundraiser this week at Panera Bread to help further life-saving research. This morning, I spoke to Darla Davison, who is an LGS ambassador here in Western New York. Her son, Aaron, suffers from severe seizures associated with the disease. Darla told us that in most cases, doctors still don't know what causes the syndrome.
It could be from an injury or an illness. It could be something genetic or a mutated gene. And in most cases, I believe, maybe even half cases, they don't figure out the cause. But I will say that research is very exciting right now in the LGS community because they are finding certain genetic things and commonalities that are causing it.
Davison said that her son Aaron was first diagnosed at 2.5 years old after he had his first of many seizures.
Before that, he was a completely healthy, typical, meeting all of his milestones, bright toddler. And so we were never given a cause or a reason why he had his first seizure and why that continued to develop into LGS.
Since then, New York State has recently legalized medical marijuana. Davison said Aaron's condition has dramatically improved on the drugs.
He was less social, and he was having more seizures, so he was more sleepy during the day. And between adding the cannabis oil and adjusting some of his pharmaceutical meds, he is noticeably a different young man, more outgoing, more social, more interactive with people. We have people continually tell us they can't believe how different he is.
In the next few weeks, Aaron, who's now 30, should be able to pick up the medication at his local pharmacy. Currently, the company offering the meds is paying the full cost of the drugs until it is available here locally. Davison is fighting not only for more funding for that research, but also to break down stigmas associated with medical marijuana.
The cannabis product that these children are taking is safe, it's not harmful, it's been tested, and it's very helpful. We need to remove the stigma of the medical marijuana that children are smoking pot or anything along that lines. It's actually an oil.
Thursday is International LGS Awareness Day. That's when local LGS families will host their fundraiser at the LAKEWOOD Panera Bread. Customers interested in donating a portion of their meal charge to the LGS Foundation should show this flyer when ordering. Now, Matt, Darla, and a few other families affected by the condition will be at that Panera Bread on Thursday. They encourage anyone else in the community who's maybe affected by that, any other families, to stop down and say hello. Of course, you can check out that flyer on our web story on WNYNewsNow.com. Coming up a little bit later on this afternoon, I'll have the full story on there. And you know what? I had a great conversation with Darla this morning, and when you talk about the LGS condition, not many kids have it. Probably around 10 here in Western New York, she estimated, have it. So certainly, it's a smaller community, but with that, obviously, a lot more tight-knit. And here's the flyer they're showing here for you. So obviously, you can maybe take a screenshot of this and show it, or we'll have it on WNYNewsNow.com a little bit later on today as well, so you can check it out on there. But her son's story, remarkable. And, I personally know someone who's affected by this. Their brother it has this syndrome and associated with a few other things.
And it's interesting because I know who you're talking about,
yeah.
and I know Aaron.
Oh, you do?
I know Aaron. I've known Aaron and Darla and Aaron's dad, Dan. I've known them for my entire life, actually. So I've seen Aaron at least a decent amount of the past, because I'm 20. He's 30, so I haven't seen the whole thing, but I've seen how Aaron's condition has improved over the course of time through, various treatments and stuff. So, it's definitely something that, especially because of the rarity, you could see it brings a lot of people together.
Right.
And that's what we're seeing right here.
Right, and chiming in with the comments here, Tabitha, she says it does work and it seems to help her daughter. And we're talking about medical marijuana now a little bit. That indeed the effects of this drug very much are positive for a lot of people who are suffering, whether it's you need it for pain relief or a lot of people when they're ill, say they have Crohn's disease or cancer of some sort and they're going through chemotherapy, science says that this will help you be able to eat food and not experience so much pain. And clearly what Darla says and the scientists at the foundation, they're all saying that the medical marijuana really helps limit those seizures. And again, Darla telling me this morning that if the seizures were to continue, he could die suddenly from having a really bad seizure. So certainly, that's a great thing. And again, the fundraiser this week, November 1st, which is Thursday, at Panera Bread in the evening from 4 to 8 o'clock. We'll have more details on WNYNewsNow.com. You don't have to donate anything extra. Panera Bread will help. Will take a portion of the meal that you buy, and they said have as many people come, do separate orders, show this fundraiser, and it'll take a portion of the full cost of that. So a great story. Thank you to Darla and the rest of the folks there for letting us know about that and for talking with us as well. And again, if anyone else has anything going on in the community that they want us to highlight or to show, please do send it to us here at WNY News Now on Facebook. We'd totally love to highlight great things like this. And Thursday is also the LGS International Awareness Day, where a number of landmarks around the country and around the world are showing their support for that. So certainly a great thing. And if I'm able to stop down on Thursday at Panera, I certainly will. So.
Good, and great work, Justin.